Hi, I'm Ben at Red Rock Bicycle, and today we are going to go over tire inspections for your bikes. Tires are something we regularly look at whenever a bike comes in for service, and there are a few things you want to look out for as your tires wear and get older. All right, so this is one tire that we just pulled back from our service department. We just replaced this rider's tire, and there are a few things you can see going on here that made it a good idea to replace this tire. The first and main thing that most people already look for a lot of the time, but just your tread wear. If you're looking at the center tread, those center blocks are getting more worn down on this rider's tire, meaning they're going to have less braking traction or accelerating. If they're on a loose surface, their tire might be more prone to slipping. Moving on from the center tread, you can see there are some things going on with their sidewall where it's starting to wear. All the crisscross patterns come from the cord that's inside the tire and give it support and strength. When a tire starts to get old and wear, the sidewalls will start to show this wear from all the folding and squishing that the tires do. The rubber will start to wear out and you'll see that cord showing through. If this gets really bad, you could risk things like leakages or even a tire blowout if the sidewall gets too bad. The final thing I would look for on this tire, I don't see a whole lot of it going on here, but if the rubber were starting to get old enough that it were cracking, that's another thing to look for. A lot of times on a mountain bike, you can get cracking underneath the corner knobs and they'll start to completely tear off. In this case, the tire hasn't done that yet. We do have a good big puncture or tear right there, which was another reason why we replaced this tire. Okay, and one more note on tire wear. I've got another tire here that was back in our service department, and you can see that center tread on it is very worn. This tire is coming off of an e-bike. E-bikes put out a lot of power, and most times they're pretty heavy as well, unless you're riding something like an SL e-bike. And what that translates to is more tire wear, especially for the rear tire, where all that power is being put down to the ground from your motor. So for e-bikes, it's especially important to inspect your tread wear and keep up on that so that it doesn't get to this point where your tire's totally bald. Overall, there are a lot of things that can happen with rubber, and it's a good idea to regularly inspect it. We can do it here at the shop and recommend options if your tires are getting worn. So stop by whenever you can, and we'd be happy to look at your tires for you.